Hello YouTube, I'm Kevin Tense, you're all wonderful, and today we continue the inevitable march forward in time into week 7 of season 2. As we keep moving along, we have new weekly challenges. We get 21, but you don't need a blackjack to show your disdain for the law this week. Completing any 5 of those 21 challenges is going to unlock the Jack Outlaw 277 aftermarket kit for the BASB battle rifle. Along with an awesome reputation for shirking the law, we'll also get one step closer to that rotten Inferno camo. Now, very simply, by the end of this video, we should be at 7 of 8 on the Rotten Inferno camo challenges, and we should have a new aftermarket kit that I know I'll be using to grind out multiplayer camos for that BASB battle rifle. Before we can earn any unlocks or any credit, we need to take a look at the challenges, figure out what we need to do, and how to get it done. As always, before we get to those challenges, I am disconnected from the lobby. But anyway, before we get to those challenges, I wanted to take a moment to just thank everybody for the engagement. Thank you for the views, the comments, the likes, all of that stuff. It means the world to me. It helps me know what people like and what they don't like. And all of that is incredibly important as I continue to make these videos. So thank you so much. Keep it up. And I will see you with those challenges as soon as we get connected to the servers again. I've taken my proper place over on this side of the screen so that we can take a look at those challenges in a little bit more detail. Starting with multiplayer as we do. You're looking at 20 clean kills with iron sights equipped to a recommended marksman rifle, 10 quickscope kills with a sight on a recommended marksman rifle, 7 long shot kills with a recommended marksman rifle, 15 tack stance kills with a recommended marksman rifle, 10 clean kills with a recommended battle rifle on single fire, 3 kills with 1 magazine, 5 times with recommended snipers, and 20 headshots with recommended handguns. Now, I want to go over a few of those things because we have a lot of requirements and a lot of references to recommended marksman rifles. First off, the clean kills. Those clean kills are always kills where you don't take any damage. So essentially, you got to be behind cover, or you got to be catching someone off guard, or you just have to be taking full advantage of the low TTK that's available in multiplayer. You get that done, you're going to be getting those clean kills without a problem. The iron sights just mean that you can't have a sight attached to the marksman rifle. You have to be using the iron sights. It is what it is, right? I don't know if there's a way to better explain it, but don't have a sight attached. Make sure that you are aiming down just the top of the weapon without any sort of precision scope, without a scope, or without a precision sight. For the quick scope kills, you do need to have a sight attached to those recommended marksman rifles. And again, I mention this every time. I'm going to keep doing it. Recommended just means you've got that little flame icon. Look for that flame icon when you're building your loadout. It's super easy to overlook, especially if you're just associating recommended with Modern Warfare 3 weapons. Don't do that because there are some Modern Warfare 2 weapons that are recommended, and there are a lot of Modern Warfare 3 weapons that are not recommended. Along with those other caveats, those tack stance kills require you to be in tack stance, which is that halfway point between a full ADS and hip fire. I don't know how to do it on mouse and keyboard because I am a lowly controller player, but on controller, when you ADS, you're just going to hit down on your D-pad and you will enter that tack stance. It's a nice way. It's a kind of hybrid that gets you firing a little bit faster than you would be if you were fully ADS'd, but also gives you a little bit more accuracy than if you were just doing a raw hip fire. The last thing I have to say about these challenges for multiplayer is that the 3 kills with 1 magazine 5 times with a recommended sniper may still be bugged. My recommendation is, even if you only get 1 or 2 kills in a life, don't reload. Just spawn back in, get more kills. As much as you can, do not reload, because if you can manage to get 2 kills, die 1 kill, that could count. Heading over to those Warzone and Battle Royale challenges, we're back to Urzikstan. Our goals here are going to be 10 kills in 4 different regions of Urzikstan, of that big map. So you have 40 kills total. You're looking at the northwest, the east, the southern, and the central region. Along with those 4 challenges, you've got placing in the top 10 5 times or a covert exfil, 15 contracts completed, and 50 loot caches total amongst all of that. Now, aside from those Urzikstan specific challenges, the other 3 can be completed in other modes on other maps. So if you are running quads on if you're running quads on Fortune's Keep or duos on Vondel, you can still get the placement, the contracts, and the loot caches completed that way. And your progress is going to maintain across all of the modes, across all of the maps that you're playing. So don't worry if you don't particularly like Urzikstan and you're just doing it for those kills in, say, Plunder. You can do that. And then you can go back to the game modes that you do enjoy to get those other challenges done. Finally, heading over to zombies, we're looking at 10 special zombie kills with recommended marksman rifle, 300 kills with a recommended marksman rifle with Deadshot Daiquiri active, 200 kills with a recommended marksman rifle and Juggernog active, 10 kills without being hit 20 times with a recommended sniper, 250 critical kills with a recommended handgun, 50 mercenary kills with a recommended battle rifle in semi-auto mode, and 200 kills in the low threat or tier 1 area with a recommended legendary weapon. So we've got a lot going on here, and what I'll do now is as we go through and strategize how to get 5 of those done in one game of zombies, I'm going to also be adding the 5 challenges that I'll be focused on to my tracked path so that we can continue to check on those challenges while we're in game. Our strategy going in is just facing the facts that whether we wanted to or not, we're running the marksman rifle today, right? We will be running the DM56 marksman rifle with the Jack Signal burst kit, and I'm going to be running it in tac stance because I just like the way the burst kit works in tac stance, and I'm running the burst kit because that way I'm not stuck in single fire mode. In addition to that, I'm going to be dropping in with a Renetti for those recommended handgun critical kills. I'll be using the Renetti as the legendary weapon that's required in the low threat zone, and I'll be doing that with a legendary ether tool. The reason I'm doing that is because I'll be more likely to get a one-shot kill against low-tier zombies with the handgun, with the Renetti burst. Along with that, if you do not have a legendary tool, because I understand they're rare, do not give up hope on this particular challenge. You can still potentially get one. There's a couple different ways that you can. The first way is that you can find one. Search everywhere, especially those aether cases, the loot caches that have the aether crystals on them. Search those. You are more likely to find better gear, better rewards inside of those cases. Along with that, venture into tier 2, venture into tier 3, check those places out. Check toolboxes. It's an aether tool. It can be found in a toolbox, surprisingly. It's unlikely, but it can be. Now, you can also run contracts and potentially have the legendary ether tool delivered as a contract reward. Along with that, you have another option. And this might actually require less luck, but what I would do is have a list of the recommended weapons ready, gather a bunch of essence, and then use the mystery box. What I'm going to do is in a pinned comment below, I'm going to have those recommended weapons listed by class for you so that you know exactly what weapons are recommended. You know when you go to that mystery box, if it's orange and it's on that list, you're good to go, right? That's what I'm going to do for you to make this a little bit easier. Along with everything else that I have planned out, we have to be running Deadshot Daiquiri and Juggernog so that we can get those marksman challenges done in one go. The other thing that I want to do right now is show you how to track challenges. It's an addition they put in with Season 2 Reloaded. I didn't use it last week. It was silly of me not to use it last week. We're going to use it this week so that I can actually track my challenges during the Zombies game and see how far along we've made the progress throughout the entirety of the game. So, all we're going to do is we're going to head over here. I know that 10 special zombie kills with the recommended marksman rifle is one of the ones that I want to track. Boom. We're now tracking that. We're also going to be tracking the Deadshot Daiquiri challenge. Boom. That's tracked. Juggernog. Boom. That's tracked. Legendary weapon. Boom. That's tracked. Critical kills with a recommended handgun. Boom. That's tracked. We've got 5 on our board right now that we're going to be carrying in with us to that Zombies game. Let's take a quick look at the loadout and then we're dropping in. All right. As you can see here, I've got my guns picked out, got them ready to go. We've got the DM56 marksman rifle and the Renetti handgun already kitted out. The only thing that I would say is absolutely necessary is have the Jack Signal burst on the marksman rifle just to make it a little bit easier. It's not required, but I find it easier to use. In addition to that, for the Renetti, I did put a small reflector sight on it just because I wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to get the headshots that are needed for the challenge there. Along with that, we have the Deadshot Daiquiri. We've got the Juggernog. I put in Speed Cola because I like to be able to reload quickly. I have the Legendary Ether Tool. I'm also bringing in a Ethereum Crystal and a Rare Ether Tool for the DM56. But the important thing is the 2 Perca-Colas and that Legendary Ether Tool. You don't want to drop in without those if that is the way that you are going to be meeting these challenges. All right, so what I'm going to be doing, my goal here is to get these escort contracts as much as possible. I'm not actually going to be... normally, I drop in and I like use my Perca-Colas, I use my Ethereum crystals, everything like that. I'm not going to be doing that right away here. And the reason I'm not going to be doing that is because I have disconnected from the servers a few times while I've been preparing for this video. So while I was prepping all the information about the challenges, I disconnected like 2 or 3 times, and that makes me a little bit nervous. So let's take a look here. All right, there's no legendary tool there. That makes me a little bit nervous. So I'm not going to get into any of that. I'm not going to use anything until I actually get to this contract. I'm going to start this contract. Everything looks good up top in terms of like latency and everything like that. So I'm gonna grab this, and then I'm going to use my Perca-Colas. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. That's not something that I expected. But when we use the Ethereum crystal to upgrade this, it turns out that it turned it into a single fire. I didn't want that. I wanted a burst weapon. Okay. I can hear a special zombie back there. Yeah, let's go, dude. Nailed it. Is that another one? Yes. Okay, I don't like the random like pauses that we're getting. All right, we've already got 2 special zombies, and if we take a look here, we can see we've already got 2 special zombies done. Right, we're doing great so far. Oh, another Mangler, let's go. Man, I am terrible at aiming. This is why I wanted something that did a burst. Because I know what kind of person I am at aiming, and it's bad at aiming. All right, let's go. Napalm burst? Yeah, sure. We'll use a napalm burst. I'm pretty sure that is... I almost said super effective, like I'm playing Pokemon over here. But, I mean, that's what it is, right? I'm pretty sure it's super effective against Manglers, so we might as well run it, right? I think we're going to head over to this. We need more escorts. Because what are we at? Oh, look at that. We're at 6 special zombies. That's so cool. I love that we can see that now. Oh, okay. So this was the loot, the Aether cases that I was talking about, right? Oh, it literally is called an Aether cache. Okay. Great. Now, we are at 7 of 10 on our zombie kills, or on our special zombies, right? Special zombies, I didn't specify what that is. I usually just do the Manglers, but it's any of those non-standard zombies, right? So your Mega Bombs, your what am I thinking of? Your Mega Bombs, your Manglers, your Mimics, your Disciples, all of them. Those are all special zombies. All right, so I've kind of alluded to it, but my goal here, we're going to be doing escort contracts to get all the special zombie kills, and then we're going to do an Outlast contract. It's just going to be that simple. Escort, Outlast. That's it. Boom! Just like that. We've got 1 weekly challenge done. Super easy.
Loading system drivers.
And oh my gosh, we are so close to the other ones too. We've got 201 with the Deadshot Daiquiri. We've got 7 of 10 for the special zombies. And the reason I do escorts for the special zombies is one, because it does seem to spawn them fairly reliably, but also it spawns in tier 1, it spawns the mangler. And you can usually tell the mangler from the sound of their shots, right? Like the pew 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 pew. It's a good sound. It's a very distinct sound in the world of zombies. It's not just the that all the other zombies sound like and that like mimics sound like too. So now we're at 8 of 10 and I'm pretty hype about that. Yeah. I don't know what just turned into like, was that Soldier Boy? Did he do the yah?
That be like, yeah, trick, yeah.
All right, so we've got one mangler there. If we can get, I think we can get 2 more before the end of this. This one's pretty reliable for us. I think I've gotten as many as 5 on this. We don't need 5. We just need 2 more. There's one. Boom. Oh, there we go. Boom. This is gonna be the last guy. Bam, right there. That should be 10. Just like that. You'll love to see it. And just we're 40%. We're 40% of the way done. Easy, easy, easy. I could probably end the contract now, but I do get a good number of zombies in general popping up, and we're at 286 of 300, so we're gonna be good here in just a moment. I should probably go ahead and just throw the. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw the legendary tool on this right now. I was reluctant to because I was getting a bad vibe, but we're gonna throw the legendary tool on that Renetti right now, and that should be what we need to, just like that. So we're 60% of the way done. The only thing we need are the handgun kills, and the legendary kills. So that's what we're doing now. As you can see, I got little whiskers on my Renetti. It's because I bought a cat bundle. I bought a cat bundle that gave me little whiskers. Okay, so now we can just look for an outlast. We can look for an outlast in zone 1, and we'll be good to go. Here's an outlast right here.
Found an ether purge contract.
Oh, hello. We can see at the track challenges right next to me here. It's I love this. I love this now. We're at 60 of 200. We've got 46 of the 250 critical kills that we need. So we're definitely going to be clearing the legendary weapon kills before we clear the handgun kills, but that's okay. Okay, good deal. Let's activate this. We can activate it now. That's awesome. I only need 71 more and 145 more critical kills. So we're doing pretty good here. Oh. So long as we can get those critical kills. That's going to be the hard one, right? We knew that was going to be the toughie. We knew the critical kills was going to be where our effort was spent. Hey, don't throw your meat at me. And I'm not going to lie, the reason that I'm up here like this, even though it's attracting them throwing their meat, is because aiming down, like, what am I likely to hit? Headshots, right? Oh, shit! Alright, so now while we do a little bit of farming here, this is where we talk about other stuff that's going on, right? So, we've still got the Warhammer 40k event going on. So last week I know I had mentioned it, talking about how it seemed like they kind of set up their expectations a little bit wildly, with 550,000 experience being needed for the maximum reward in that. The maximum reward being a WSP 9 blueprint, not even a camo. But they gave us 2 weeks, so it's much more doable at that point. You know, if you're averaging, oh, look at that, let's go. If you're averaging 225,000 XP per week, you're good. I don't know if that's a lot, but I do know that I do get a lot for completing these challenges in zombies. When I got out of here last week, I got a ton of experience, even though we got booted. When I logged back in, I was like, oh, I unlocked like three different rewards just from that. So that was kind of cool. The other thing I wanted to mention was March 21st, Warzone Mobile launches. And there's a crossover event because apparently your progress, like skin unlocks, weapon unlocks, things of that nature, will cross over between standard Warzone and Warzone Mobile, which is cool. So they're putting a lot of effort into getting people to play Warzone Mobile, but I don't know if that's something. Is it a full Warzone game? Like, they're gonna bring back Verdansk apparently, and I know there are a lot of people excited about that, but is it a full Warzone game? Because I don't know that I want that. I'm gonna play it because I want the rewards, right? Like, I'm gonna give it a try, but if it's a full Warzone game, I'm just gonna stay on PC. And like, I know, I understand that you want to cater to as wide an audience as possible, and I get that. You need all of the gamers you can get. And in an effort to do that, hey, maybe it's not, maybe it makes sense to give people who can't, who don't have access to like a PC or a console market, maybe it makes sense to give them an opportunity to participate by way of, we're at 228, okay, we might be all right here, by way of delivering a full Warzone experience on mobile. But like, for the people that do have access to a PC or console, they're just going to play a full game on PC and console. My thumbs are going to be so tired if I were to try to play a full game of Warzone just on my phone. Not to mention that my phone would probably explode. It's a few years old, so like I could probably upgrade it, but like I'm not going to upgrade it just to play Warzone, you know? There it is, just like that. So yeah, I'm gonna, boom, we did it, all 5. These last 2 weeks have felt really good. These last 2 weeks felt really good. Okay, did I do all the, no. And another Casimir, are you kidding me? Everything's coming up Millhouse. All right, and now we're just gonna leave. We've got 10 minutes left. Where's the nearest exfil? Right up here? Cool. We're just gonna head out. No sense in sticking around. I've already made myself a little bit nervous with the way that that I've been kicked from the servers before starting this game. So I'm just getting out, right? Change of plans. We're gonna try to go and res this person who is in the shit. Right? Set F5. I did my part. All right, where is? I think this might still be our nearest exfil. So let's get out. I built up some karma. Someone else did the hard work. I threw a couple Casimirs. I'm just gonna sail straight out of tier 3, right back into tier 1, super easily. And the reason I do that is when I'm here, like, sure, I can go into tier 3 and I can do some challenging content, but if I'm doing these challenges, like the weekly challenges, I just want to get them done. I just want to get them done as quickly as possible, right? Let's see if we made it out. I hate that I have to say, let's see if we made it out when I'm on the exfil helicopter, but let's see if we made it out. It says successful. It was it? Okay, boom. We finally have another after action report. Look at all the weekly challenges. I love it. I love it so much. I just love seeing the little bars go, and then we can see that we clearly unlocked the aftermarket kit. This is great. All right, let's take a look and see how that thing performs in the firing range. As per usual, we're here in the firing range. I have put the new aftermarket kit on the Bass B. I haven't put any other attachments on it, so we're just looking at it straight raw dog. Sorry that I used the phrase raw dog. Here we are. Here's the inspect for it. You don't get anything different with the inspect. One thing you will notice, if you look in the bottom right underneath the gun, there's no option anymore for semi-auto versus automatic fire. And the reason for that is this makes it into a like lever action sort of weapon. It's no longer really a battle rifle. It's more of a marksman rifle, which also makes sense as to why we had so many marksman rifle challenges. Now, the one thing that they did say in the description for the Outlaw kit is you have a slower rate of fire ADS, right? And we could see that because even though I was aiming there, just taking a look at the rate of fire, it's not super fast, right? Like this is me just going ham on the trigger. However, it says there is a higher rate of fire at hip fire, at hip. So we could see it's much faster hip fire than it is ADS. That was also me just hammering the trigger. Now, I have it set so it will automatically fire another shot if I hold it down. Let's see. That's a pretty good rate of fire if we're looking at a single shot gun at hip fire. We're going to do the same thing. That's noticeable. That's what, like twice as long? Obviously not very much recoil, but that's because it's lever action. You reset after every gunshot essentially. So not much recoil to speak of here, especially ADSing. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it is a way to just take the BAS-B and make it worse is my instinct. But like I said, I said I was going to use it to grind camos. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to see if I can grind camos with it. I expect that with the lever action, we will have higher damage range, higher damage output with a slower rate of fire. And if I'm running this on smaller maps, it's nice to know that the hip fire runs a little bit faster. And if you want to see me run more of these challenges, you should like the video, subscribe, hang out with me live over on Twitch or here on YouTube. And until next week, stay blessed, be kind to others, be kind to yourselves. And I cannot wait to catch you in the next one.